Hello, and welcome to our Mentoring and Masterclasses grant writing video. I'm Lily Anderson, and I'm joined by Kaylee Linz, and we're excited to guide you through the essentials of applying for our Mentoring and Masterclasses funding. This video will be speaking about our Mentoring and Masterclasses program, which is just one of the funding programs offered by the Columbia Kootenay Cultural Alliance, or CKCA. The CKCA is a project of the West Kootenay Regional Arts Council and is funded by the Columbia Basin Trust to carry out arts and culture funding programs within the Columbia Basin. Before you start your application, ensure you meet the overarching eligibility requirements for all of our programs. Applicants must live within the Columbia Basin region, meaning your primary residence must be in the area and you've lived here for at least 12 months immediately prior to the application deadline. CKCA funding focuses on arts and culture projects. If you have a heritage project, we encourage you to look at other opportunities for support provided by the Columbia Basin Trust and Heritage BC. You're welcome to apply for arts and culture projects based in any artistic discipline or tradition, including interdisciplinary arts. Before you apply, make sure that you do not have any outstanding requirements for previous grants.
The Mentoring and Masterclasses program aims to provide groups with quality mentoring opportunities and to support the development of artists with an advanced level of training in their field. Participants in mentoring and masterclass programs should have specialized training in the skill being taught and are committed to devoting more time to the skill when financially possible. Specialized training is not necessarily obtained within an academic institution, and we recognize the transmission of artistic practices from knowledge keepers with lived experience. Funding is available to informal groups, collectives, or organizations within this program. The maximum funding request is $5,000. Do keep in mind the following key dates. The deadline for mentoring and masterclasses is March 7th, 2025 at 5 p.m. Pacific or 6 p.m. Mountain Time. The delivery of funding results will take place in mid-June or July 2025, and projects must take place between June 1st, 2025 and May 31st, 2026. CKCA mentoring and masterclasses applications are assessed by a volunteer steering committee. Steering committee members make funding recommendations on the basis of community benefit, application strength and quality, and available funds. The trust reviews and approves recommendations for funding. Just a few examples of past successful projects funded by the CKCA include a workshop on visual poetry for artists in adjacent disciplines, a workshop on capote blanket making for Métis artisans, and a weekend salsa and bachata intensive specifically for Kootenay dance instructors.
So let's walk through the application process step by step. First, review available funding programs on the CKCA funding webpage to ensure this program is the best fit for your project. Next, you'll read the primary funding policies document to ensure eligibility before starting your application. After that, you can submit your application online via our grant management system called Good Grants. All applicants will need to create a new account this year, regardless of whether you've applied to the CKCA previously. So here's a quick tip to strengthen your application. You'll want to clearly articulate the community benefit of your project. Explain how your project will help Basin residents experience or participate in arts and culture activities. You'll want to avoid common pitfalls by ensuring you are familiar with the eligibility criteria applicable to all CKCA programs, as well as the mentoring and masterclass guidelines. Submit a complete application and avoid including ineligible expenses in your budget. Also keep in mind that this program is not intended for instructors to host their own training opportunities. This program is to help groups invite a skilled instructor to provide training or mentorship to their arts community. If you're an individual instructor seeking support for your own programming, check out CKCA's Community Grants program. Eligible expenses on your budget might include, but are not limited to, venue rentals and equipment rentals, artists' fees for the creation, performance, or exhibition of work, production or project coordination fees, materials and supplies, marketing and promotional expenses as part of a broader arts and culture project, not standalone marketing projects. Ineligible expenses include operating costs. CKCA does not provide operating funding or reduce deficits. Retroactive funding is also ineligible, meaning any activities taking place before June 1st of the current funding year. School-based activities are also ineligible. So projects can use schools as venues, but cannot be curriculum related. And capital expenditures are also ineligible.
The CKCA offers several resources to help you with your application, including consultation calls. If you have questions specific to your project, contact our office to schedule your consultation call. On the CKCA funding webpage, you'll also see upcoming dates for live Q&A sessions. This is a chance to ask any question you have about CKCA programs. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to us by email at admin@wkartscouncil.com or give us a call at 250-352-2421. We encourage you to apply and take advantage of this fantastic funding opportunity. Thank you to the Columbia Basin Trust for supporting CKCA grant programs and resources like this one. Lastly, thank you for watching, and we look forward to receiving your application.